no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to LV, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what is going on? Give me that just one, baby. The Raiders 31-26 over the L.A. Chargers. How you feeling? I'll tell you what, I could not be more nervous. I saw the touchdown at the very end of the game, and then we were all like, no, he dropped it. He dropped it. And yes, the Chargers ended up choking. The Raiders moved to 5-3, and it was just a nail-biter game if I've ever seen one. The defense got to stop when it mattered the most. The Raiders get the win 31-26 over their AFC West rivals. It was one heck of a football game that came absolutely down to the wire. So what I want you all to do right now is to use hashtag Raiders or Super Chat to get your questions featured here on the Las Vegas Raiders Report. This is a post-game reaction instantly right after the game. And if you missed today our watch party, we had one hell of a time. We go live all the time for watch parties 10 minutes before kickoff. Maybe you won't miss it next time. Let's look at the AFC West standings, shall we? The Chiefs are still at 8-1, leaders in the division. The Raiders at 5-3. The Broncos at 3-5. The Chargers, they go down to 2-6 here. So the Raiders, this was a big-time win over the division rival. They have now won 3 straight games against the Los Angeles Chargers. But I got a lot of people asking me, Mitch, what do the current AFC playoff picture look like? How about this? We got you covered here. So the Raiders right now, they win the tiebreakers currently over both Cleveland and Indy based on best win percentage in conference. Cleveland wins the tiebreaker over Indy for head-to-head. Pittsburgh still is the number one depending on their game against the Cowboys, so that's something to keep in mind. But right now, the Las Vegas Raiders are the 6th seed. Yes, that is a big-time win here for this team. And they will play the Dolphins later on, who are battling it out right now with the Cardinals. But as it stands right now, the Raiders at 5-3, if the playoffs were to start today, they would be in as the 6th seed. All you got to do is get in, get hot, and you continue to win. Big time win here for the Raiders, though, over the Chargers. They deserve a like on this video. Everyone that comes across it, give the Raiders a like, because guess what, man? They freaking deserve it. Let's go to Juicehead89. What up, my brother? With these close games coming down to the wire, I still don't trust Fireball Guenther. The defense didn't look good, and I don't understand why the Raiders continue to play soft coverage and they continue to not try to get pressure. I don't really want to say fire Paul Guenther. I know you guys want the Raiders to fire him. How about this, though? We'll make it quick. If you want to fire Paul Guenther's shirt, since he basically gave us all a heart attack in this one, go to chatsports.com/FPG. You guys know where to get the shirt. It's $23.99. Comes in black, or comes in dark gray, a darker gray, and then it comes in white. If you want the Raiders to fire Paul Guenther, type FPG. You can also get the t-shirt available in the chat below. All right, y'all, continue to use hashtag Raiders or Super Chat. Let's celebrate this big-time Raiders win. First one's coming in from Robert Young. Okay, Chucky's play calling sucked. What say you? I'm with you. I wish that he would have some cojones once in a while. There was that 4th and 2 call that they took a penalty, went back to 4th and 7. The Raiders this season have been 6 for 6 on 4th down. Go for it. And I wish that they would have continued to stay aggressive. But I mean, realistically, if it wasn't for that muff punt at the end of the game, this would be a much, much different football game. I mean, 28-26, the Chargers could have kicked the field goal. But yeah, I'm with you. John, he needs to start stepping it up here. All right, let's go to the next question here on the Las Vegas Raiders Report. Remember, if you want to get on the show, you got to react with me. Use hashtag Raiders. Robert Young says, why didn't they run the football more? I think they wanted to try to throw it. They wanted to try to stretch it. That's where some of these big plays came. I mean, I think when they did run the football, Josh looked pretty effective. 14 carries, 65 yards, 4.6 average with the touchdown. Also, shout out, though, to Devontae Booker. He had 68 rushing yards on 8 carries and a touchdown. He continues to look very, very productive. But why didn't they run the ball more? I'm not really sure, especially when they didn't have Colt Miller. They didn't have Trent Brown, 2 of their starting right tackles, and their starting left tackle. So I see a lot of people excited over this win, and I'm with you, man. Really, really excited the fact that the Raiders were able to win this football game. If you guys want to get your comments, again, this is an instant reaction show. You got to use hashtag Raiders. That tells producer Dylan to put you on the show. We got James B. Charles Woodson for Paul Guenther's job. I would absolutely love to have Charles Woodson back in some silver and black. Who says no? Let's go to Kyle Haas. What up, brother? Get a pick. Is Booker slowly taking Rashard's job as number 2 back? I think so. I mean, Devontae Booker's looked like the better running back, and I don't really think anybody would argue with that. I mean, you can see it in the numbers. Look at the snap counts. Jalen's just simply not on the football field as much. He got in the game early. They didn't like what they saw, and it was Josh Jacobs, Devontae Booker from here on out. But, yeah, I'm starting to think Booker's taking that job. Let's go to Young Giggs. What up, my man? Top 10. I don't care what anybody says. Carr's top 10. I don't care what anybody says. You know, also, shout out to Marcus Ferris for the $2 super chat. He's played very well. Now, in this game, he was a little bit shaky. I thought he missed a lot of throws. 13 of 23, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns. What's really worrying me with Carr, though, is his lack of connection with Ruggs. Ruggs didn't have a single catch in this game, and he was targeted 3 times. He did pick up 10 rushing yards, but for your first-round pick, I mean, he has not been in sync whatsoever with Derek. If I'm Derek Carr and I want to be a top 10 quarterback, I'm going to try to figure out how to get Ruggs a little bit more involved. But what do we always say? Quarterbacks win these type of games. The defense made a stop, but Derek ultimately played well when he needed to, made some clutch throws deep when he needed to. But Derek, what do you think? Was he the Week 9 MVP? Let me know in the comments. So fill in the blank here. The Raiders' Week 9 MVP was, fill in the blank. Was it Derek Carr? Was it Josh Jacobs? Maybe it was Devontae Booker. I don't really know who I'm going to give. This one, out of all these games, man, this one's probably one of the toughest. You could give it to Booker, who had 68 rushing yards and a touchdown. You could give it to Josh, who had 65 yards and a touchdown. Could you give it to Carr? He did have 2 touchdowns. Maybe Renfro, who led the team with 60 receiving yards. Let me know in the comments section the Raiders' Week 9 MVP. If you do think it was Derek Carr, maybe you want a Derek Carr jersey. All you got to do to get a Carr jersey is go to chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. Maybe you already have a Derek Carr jersey. Well, guess what? There's Josh Jacobs, there's Henry Ruggs, there's Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro, Jonathan Abram. There's hundreds, and I mean hundreds of Raiders jerseys available at the link that you see below. chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. And plus, they're all under $100. Some $74.99. The holiday's right around the corner. If you got a kid, there's some youth jerseys for $56. I'm going to put that link in the chat. It's also going to be in the description, and it's going to be commented below. chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. Got a super chat coming in from Spiritor. With a proper O-line, we're great. Abram a beast. I think with a proper offensive line, the Raiders are able to pass the football a lot more effectively. You saw Derek get happy feet in this game, and I don't really care what anyone says. He got happy feet. He got hit early on, which caused that fumble, and he had a lot of pressure on him in this game. But that's what's going to happen when you have Sam Young on the right, and then you got Colton Miller on the left tackle spot missing. So the fact that Brandon Parker stepped up, I thought he played an okay football game, but missing your top 2 starting tackles, that's never a good thing, especially against a good defensive line like the Chargers. But Raiders came away with a win. Raiders are also 4-1 on the road this year. That's major, major kudos. So who gets the game ball from Hockey Uncle? I'm going to give the game ball. I'm going to give a few out. I'm going to give one to Isaiah Johnson. I think Isaiah Johnson stepped up, played a pretty solid football game in this one. Mullen, I believe, went down at some point in this game, but Johnson was able to step in, made a very, very clutch pass breakup there at the very end of the football game. The rookie, not a rookie, he was a rookie in 2019, battled some injuries, taller, athletic guy, made some few clutch plays. So I'm going to give one to Isaiah Johnson. I'm also going to give one to Devontae Booker for continuing to play well. And you know what? I'm going to give one to Nelson Agholor because Agholor, again, made a very, very clutch catch when the Raiders needed it the most for a touchdown. Gary Gonzalez, what up, my man? I had a blast on the Raiders Report. Had a great time, Mitch. Gary sent in a $50 super. We made a bunch of people take some shots here on the show, and I said I wouldn't do one because I've been a little sick, but hey, for a $100 super chat, I'll do just about anything. So make sure that you guys subscribe for the show. The Raiders also won the football game. That makes it a lot better, am I right? But if you guys are always looking for that latest Raiders news, if you're looking for the latest Raiders rumors, if you like daily videos sent right to your phone, and if you want live shows, we got you covered here at the Las Vegas Raiders Report. I wanted to be able to hit 62,000 subs. I don't know if I quite hit that number. I know we were close, but the way that we can continue to keep the show for free is by the nation supporting. The easiest way to support is to subscribe, is to tell your friends, continue to spread the love of the show. I would appreciate it. So if you are subbed and you haven't already, and if you haven't sent the show to anyone, please do. The link is below, youtube.com/Raiders Report. Let's go to Juicehead89. What's up, Mitch? What's the update on Edwards and Arnett? So Edwards, I thought, was actually going to be able to play in this one. He suited up and was starting to get some He was warming up, I guess I should say. I think he's going to be able to play next week. Also, Damon Arnett, he was close to playing this week. He saw a thumb specialist, but I'm hoping both guys are able to be ready to rock and roll next week. Super chat coming in from Marcus Ferris. Why not shadow Mullen on Allen the entire game? Shrug. I don't know, and I think there's two reasons for that. Because the Chargers want to do a very good job moving him around the football field. Trayvon's more of your outside corner, and Keenan's going to work in the slot a lot, so I think the Raiders didn't really want to put Mullen inside the slot, but I'm with you. I mean, you saw Keenan just absolutely rip you apart. You got to be able to make some sort of change. But luckily, the Raiders won the football game, but Mark says it's time to fire Paul Guenther and bring in Rod Marinelli. Marinelli, honestly, keep him there. You could also, I still would, if you could ask me if there's anybody I want to run on our defense, Wade Phillips. I would love to have Wade Phillips as our DC. Not the greatest head coach, but he's been able to prove everywhere he's gone that he's a pretty dang good DC. All right, let's go to Durange Pandy. I think I got that right. Durag Pandy. Sorry, I can't read. The Raiders' easy schedule from now on is going to carry us. I mean, it's the NFL, man. Anything could happen. I mean, look at the Cowboys. They're giving the freaking Steelers a run for their money. But here is the Raiders' remaining schedule. Week 10 versus the Broncos. I am hoping that that's a win. You go to 6-3. Week 11 versus the Chiefs. Obviously going to be a tough game there. You can beat the Falcons. You definitely better beat the freaking Jets. Week 14 against the Colts. That's a playoff caliber team. A tough game. Week 15 against the Chargers. You've already been able to prove that you can beat them. Week 16 against the Dolphins. I would have said that would have been an easy game. Dolphins look legit, y'all. I mean, they got one heck of a defense. They got a fun team to watch. And then the Broncos. But right now, the most important thing is this. The Raiders do control their own destiny. So, after seeing the Raiders' schedule, I want you to predict the rest of the record. They are currently at 5-3. This is a very, very good start for this team. I'm going to continue to stick with my original projection of 10-6. Hopefully, you're going to have some good games. You're going to have some bad games. But I'll tell you what, if anybody throws in 11-5 right now, I really wouldn't doubt you. But the defense does need to get better. The defense absolutely needs to get better. So let me know. I'm curious what the Raiders' record is at 5-3. This video is about to go to loop here, so everyone that won in the contest, make sure you DM me on Instagram at MitchellRenz365. And if you have any questions that weren't answered, always hit me up. That's where I'm at. IG, MitchellRenz365. I'm going to be live on Tuesday. Make sure you guys join in. Make sure you subscribe. Again, the Raiders won, moving to 5-3. Just one, baby.